Josh and Etienne. Thanks for joining us today. You're both working on the C3 initiative. Can you tell us a little bit more about this project?
Well, thank you, Claire, for having us. The starting place of the project was this vision of phasing out disposable coffee cup on campus. When the campus is at full steam, there's about 700,000 cups being served on a yearly basis, and the majority of them end up in landfill. So what we wanted to do is imagining a campus that is completely disposable cup free.
Yeah, so we decided to tackle single-use coffee cups because, like Etienne said, over 700,000 single-use coffee cups are used on campus every year. And we saw it as the low-hanging fruit in terms of single-use waste items in WA. Now the WA Waste Authority is making a big effort to go circular, and we wanted to be a part of that vision. So yeah, we started this student-led initiative to try and get people to be more accountable of their waste and encourage them to take ownership and embrace the community and the power of a university.
One of the elements that helped impulse the project was this realization that the Curtin community is highly diverse and has amazing skills present throughout the different departments. There is media, there is business, there's marketing, there's science, there's health, there's design, there's art. And when you think about innovation happens at the intersection. So the Curtin community is the right place to foster that kind of projects. And that's this realization that really had us think about how can we involve all the students throughout the university.
Obviously, you said you want to leverage the diversity within the Curtin community. How did you bring along supporters or find supporters and bring those along with you?
Yeah, so once we had the social media and the community side down packed, we wanted to go to more like tangible products. So we partnered with Curtin Engineers Without Borders. So two of the pillars of our project are a cup washing station and a cup sharing network. So we partnered with them to design a series of workshops we called them the Design-a-thon, to actually hack out this idea of what a cup washing station would look like. So we had the intention of replacing the current drink washing stations with a hybrid where you would be able to wash your coffee cup and also fill up your water bottle. Because what we found is undergraduates, they don't really have anywhere to clean their cups. So they would come into university on Monday, they would have a clean cup, they would go use it, and then it would sit in their bag or it would sit in their car. And then the next day you have the gross cappuccino or whatever it is on the inside. And your only option is to go to a bathroom, and that's gross. You don't really have access to a kitchen unless you have a common room in vicinity. So people then just go towards a disposable coffee cup because it's easy. But what we wanted to do was actually create easy access to hygienic cleaning facilities. And now that COVID is a prominent issue, we wanted to step that up, and hygiene is really, really important. So we partnered with them, and unfortunately we had our first design workshop, which was really successful, but then COVID hit, so that kind of ended. But we're looking at starting that back up in 2021. So yeah.
So it sounds like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, so there were over close to 250 students in the different units. The Design-a-thon, we had over 50 people registered. Then we had the John Curtin Leadership Academy program that used the C3 project as their main campus-based project for the whole cohort. We had 40 of the students working in the different aspects of the project into implementables, into actions that could be implemented on campus and going past the ideation, to design actions that could be implemented on campus and go past the initial stage of ideation.
So it sounds like you had your endorsers. They were the ones that the word of mouth and the encouragement and the support people were, the positive things people were saying about the C3 project and generating an endorsement. And then you also had the working with students and leveraging that diversity to use their skill set to come up with these ideas. And then you used other skill sets such as in Engineers Without Borders to help really implement some of those ideas. It was a really Is that a right good summary of the way you use supporters to
Yeah.
help you?
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
for
next
sure. It was
project?
from the first place thinking that Curtin had all those competences. Then it was discovering those different groups and seeing how they could, become part of the vision.
Yeah. Well, because we're only two people and we wanted to have an impact on the entire university. So like Etienne said, we wanted to utilize different skill sets of the university because we find the Faculty of Business and Law and the Faculty of Science and Engineering, because it's such a big university, they work in silos. And I'm from the Faculty of Science and Engineering, and even from my experience, being able to communicate with people from different faculties has been a massive learning experience for me. And finding ways to integrate and collaborate with those faculties has allowed our project to reach higher levels than what we would have if we decided to go at it alone.
And I'm sure you would have come across many obstacles along this journey of getting C3 through the idea stage, through the implementation stage. Can you tell us about any of these particular obstacles and how you overcame these?
So maybe in the first place, there were all those ideas, all those concepts that we were forming in our heads. But getting to getting from those initial ideas to the first activity or to the first event was a bit of a step, and we needed push there. And we met some people along the way that showed us and that made it very clear that if we were not taking those first steps and being clear about it, taking those decisions, then maybe the impulse wouldn't really happen.
One of the kind of defining factors that you have your before and after moments was we were sitting in with the JCLA coordinators, and they invited us in because they really believed in our vision, but we hadn't implemented anything tangible yet. So one of them said, you just have to do it. You just have to take the first step. And something just clicked, and then we decided with JCLA, we spent the entire summer planning the six sub-events for the different JCLA teams. And then once we actually started working with those teams and actually started getting something off the ground and building that momentum, we just started getting all this support. So it was, just taking that first step was the big thing. Because you can ideate and you can sit there we didn't do it for years, but you could do it for years and achieve nothing.
Yeah.
But just taking that first step.
Okay. And JCLA, you mean John Curtin?
Sorry,
Leadership
John
Academy?
Curtin Leadership Academy,
Great, okay.
Yeah, we had all these grand visions and it was just us two. So, we would try and tackle one thing, but we would have all these other things that we'd want to achieve. But relying on other people and putting your trust in other people was a really big part, because this is like the C3 is like almost your baby, like you're so letting other people in. But then because those people really believed in the vision, it was easy. The people at the John Curtin Leadership Academy, the 40 high achieving students, they all rallied with us and really made the project their own, and that made us really comfortable knowing that it'll be okay, so we can focus on other things while they focus on these projects.
Yeah.
Well, Josh and Etienne, thank you so much for your time today. It's a really, really vital role that you're playing in sustainability on campus, and we really enjoyed hearing all about it, so thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Claire. Yeah, it's been delightful.